Another one bites the dust, and another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, hey, we're gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust.
Marriage is a promise between two people who trust that love, who honor one another as individuals, and to wish to become one entity to create their future together. Together they will share their desires, dreams, and successes. Together they will create memories of joy and laughter. Together they will protect each other and comfort each other and help each other through uncertainty. Marriage provides the encouragement to risk more and thus become more together. Being assured that your love and your choice of each other as lifelong companions are of free will and that you have your family's blessings, I now ask, who gives this woman to be married to this man?
Her mother and I.
Thank you. You may be seated. You come over here. Please be seated. We've all been looking forward to today, but if anyone has any concerns about today's ceremony, I will ask that you speak privately with the couple, and good luck with that. This couple, though relatively young in age, know what they want. However, Brandon and Gabriella do want to hear that you will always be their family and friends and will always support and encourage them throughout their life together. And that is why you are here today. Some time ago, I was looking at Gabriella and Brandon's beautiful story on their wedding website. I was especially moved by their instant connection upon their first meeting in Brazil, and by the lengths to which they went to keep that relationship alive. It's no easy thing being in 2 different countries and then in 2 different states, but they both made sacrifices to make sure that the relationship endured. Gabriella has been a welcome addition to the Underwood clan. We treasure her friendly demeanor, her elegance, and her devotion to our dearly loved son, nephew, grandson, and friend. Though I was not present, I feel confident that Brandon made a similarly good impression with Gabriella's family. For our part, we love Brandon's quiet confidence, his work ethic, his shining intelligence, and his loyalty. Brandon and Gabriella, today begins your journey together as husband and wife. Today you take the first steps to see where that road will lead you. And today all of us look forward to seeing where your adventures take you. You have the love and support of your families and friends to sustain you. Gabriella has told me how excited her grandmothers are and how sad she is that her grandfather, who passed in 2017, could not be here. We are also missing Brandon's grandfather, Arnie Larson, but Marianne and John Underwood are here to support you today. So now let us begin. Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In the art of marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, I love you at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking the other for granted. It is remembering that courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue throughout all the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not expecting the husband to wear a halo or the wife to have the wings of an angel. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and to forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, but also being the right partner. And now we'd like to have a reading from Sam Booker. Just down right there.
To love is not to possess, to own or imprison, nor to lose oneself in another. Love is to join and separate, to walk alone and together, to find a laughing freedom that lonely isolation does not permit. It is finally to be able to be who we really are, no longer clinging in childish dependency, nor docilely living separate lives in silence. It is to be perfectly oneself, and perfectly joined in permanent commitment to another and to one's inner self. Love can only endure when it moves like waves, receding and returning gently or passionately, or moving lovingly like the tide in the moon's own predictable harmony. Because finally, despite a child's scars or an adult's deepest wounds, they are openly free to be who they really are and always secretly were in the very core of their being, where true and lasting love can alone abide. That's it.
Thank you, Sam. Our second reading will be a group effort.
When you start a new life abroad, your friends are like your family, and that's what Gabi is to us. She's a kind, giving, sweet person who's always there for the people she loves. and she really deserves to have someone equally amazing being there for her. And we were so happy when she told us that she found this person in Brennan. So today we are here to celebrate this invisible string called fate that has this magical power of bringing together wonderful people even when they are born thousands of miles away.
As you all know, we haven't been friends with Gabriela as long as Breno's friends have been. However, it's been less than 2 years we're together, and she's been like the thought that connects us all. Ever since the first week we've met, she was the first one who got us together, and she would consistently want us to keep us together. Even in our work environment, school, when sometimes people, they're not, like they go apart, she was always the one every week trying to have us together, gather us together, even offering her place to host just our meetings. So this is just to show a little bit how great and genuine she is, and we love her for that. And there's so many things we want to say about her, especially me, because last year I had an accident, and she was the first one I called because she was close to me. Even though it was like after 10 p.m., we had to study, lots of things going on. She stopped everything she was doing and she come to rescue me, literally running in the streets. And for that, I will always thank her, you know, always being there not for me, but for our group as friends, and now our family here in the U.S. So.
Okay. Me and Gabby met on our first week in Los Angeles. We had just moved to the city to go to UCLA and study, and we had an immediate liking for each other. We lived in the same place with a lot of other people, other kids, but soon we would find out that we had a deeper connection. We always wanted to do the same things together. We wanted to explore the same parts of the city. She's a fun spirit, fun-loving girl. She likes to explore, and I really like that side of her. And we've been with each other for like the good times, the bad times. I was lucky to be a confidant for her and hear her story with Brennan. The good side, the bad side of being apart. And I'm really glad she found her way back to him. And she has shown kindness and altruism to me that people that I've known long before couldn't do for me, and I know for that she deserves all happiness she can get. She's been my partner in crime for 1.5 years and a good friend to us, so we also feel like we're giving her to Brennan.
Yeah.
So take care of her and congratulations.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. It is now time for the wedding vows. Gabrielle and Brannon, having come to me signifying your desire to be formally united in marriage, and being assured that no legal, moral, or religious barriers hinder this proper union, please join hands and repeat after me. Gabriella, these are your words. Brannon, when your heart is heavy, I will tip the scale.
Brannon, when your heart is heavy, I will tip the scale.
When your lungs falter, I will be your breath.
When your lungs falter, I will be your breath.
When all is through, I will carry you long after the clock stops.
When all is through, I will carry you along when the clock stops.
Brannon.
When your heart is heavy, I will tip the scale. When your lungs falter, I will be your breath. And when all is through, I promise to carry you long after the clock has stopped.
Zach, will you please bring forward the rings? Thank you, Zach. As you take these rings, I would have you remember that to love is to come together from the pathways of your past and move forward, hand in hand along the uncharted roads of your future, ready to risk, to dream, and to dare, and always believe that all things are possible with faith and love in each other. Brannon, take this ring and place it on Gabriella's finger and repeat after me your pledge to her. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as I give to you all that I am,
as I give to you all that I am,
and accept from you all that you are.
and accept from you all that you are.
With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
Gabriella, take the ring and place it on Brandon's finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as I give to you all that I am,
as I give to you all that I am,
and accept from you all that you are.
and accept from you all that you are.
With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
Today is the beginning of a whole new life together, a life of special moments shared with love. Today is the beginning of countless bright tomorrows, filled with all the special dreams you are dreaming of. May the happiness you have found together be yours through a lifetime of love. Inasmuch as you've consented together in marriage by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Universal Life Church and those in attendance, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Please seal your vows with a kiss. Now, thank you for being part of this special day. Now, please go forth and celebrate the new couple.
Come back happy.
So hey everyone, my name is Gabriel, and I just wanted to say a few words for the couple, for my friends here. Well, I just wanted to say how much I'm happy for both of you, and I'm excited for the next chapter of your lives. I'm happy that you're moving closer to us. We get to see each other more. As I mentioned before, just for the records, I didn't really like Brennan at first, but eventually, as he kept going to my house to hang out with my brother, we became friends. We found things in common that we both like, and then we began like a friendship. And yeah, that's how I met also Gabriella, through him. I remember when he used to tell about her, tell me, you know, how they were doing and stuff, and I was always there for him. And yeah, this is their big day. I'm so excited for both of you. And well, congratulations. Love you.
Thank you.
My name's Chance. I've been friends with Brennan since 4th grade, 5th grade, something around there. I remember when he was a little fat kid chasing the bus because he was late a couple times. But aside from being late for the bus, he's always been pretty reliable. Anytime anyone really needs someone to stay, he'll always be the first to open his door. So, you know, I'll always love you for that. He's like a brother to me. Shit. Yeah, the only negative thing I've ever had to say about him is he can be a bit stubborn. But luckily he has Gabriella. She's like the only person I've ever met that makes him compromise willingly. So they're just a great match, I think.
I think so too.
But yeah, I love both of you. I know you'll be, happy forever, together forever. I hope the day was good. Yeah.
I love you too.
Yeah.
Hello everybody, I'm Ricardo, the father of the bride, and it's a pleasure to be with you in such a pleasant evening. First, I want to thank everyone who was able to come to this dinner and those who are present from a distance. Even from a distance, we can feel your love and positive energy coming through. I'm very grateful to Brandon's family for having received and welcomed my daughter, Gabriela, and for having provided such a beautiful meeting. It was a pleasure meeting you, Kevin, Arna, Shannon, thanks for all the planning, and it was a pleasure meeting Marianne and John. It's amazing how fast time goes by. I clearly remember the day Gabi got home from the maternity. We had renovated the apartment to accommodate her, and as usual, a lot was delayed. The last piece of furniture missing to complete the room was a breastfeeding chair. In the end, the timing was perfect. The chair arrived in the morning and Gabriela arrived in the afternoon. I was so happy that everything worked out fine that I took a picture of her and her mother in that chair as soon as they arrived. And this was Gabi's first picture. Almost 25 years later, I'm here witnessing the beginning of a new phase in Gabi's and Brandon's lives. It was a rough start, long-distance relationship, pandemic, some back and forth, and they are here to celebrate this beautiful union. Even in such an adverse scenario, Gabi remained faithful to her dreams and convictions and walked a long way away from home, away from friends, and away from family. Congratulations, Gabi. You were a winner, and I'm so proud of you. I'm sure you will conquer all of your dreams. I'm particularly confident that everything will work out well. You both are very responsible, focused people, and you are already doing what it takes to succeed in your life. Carry on the right path. Brennan, welcome to our family. It all happened very quickly and from a distance, so we didn't get a chance to get to know each other very well. But from the little contact that we have had, I'm sure you are a good man and will make Gabi very proud and happy. I would also like to thank your mutual friend for being the matchmaker in the relationship. Thanks, Tinder. Jokes aside, I hold you in the highest esteem and I really trust Gabi's choice. Welcome to our family. After this party, you will officially start a new phase of your life. You have many challenges ahead of you. Work, housing, studies, in brief, start building a life together. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm very confident that you are on the right path, so keep doing what's right. Gabi and Breno, always keep in mind that this is the first day of a new phase of your lives, a very beautiful phase that must be lived together. You are now a couple and must act like one. You must have a lot of patience and understanding with each other. A lot of dialogue and a lot of empathy are essential for the relationship to grow in the best way possible and always remain healthy. Seems easy, but it's not. Use wisdom to solve problems and always count on your family. We will always be here to help. And remember, family is always your safe haven. Thanks a lot.
For the first years of my life, I couldn't distinguish myself from my sister. I feel like it happens when you're the younger sibling. It's kind of a symbiosis. I never had a life without you. I never had a life before you. We would go to school together. We would share the same bedroom. We were always together. But time went by, and eventually I figured out that we were different people, and you immediately became my absolute role model. I wanted to be just like you, and I admired everything about you. We were and are very protective over each other, so I'm very glad to see that the man that you chose to be your husband sees how amazing you are the same way that I always did. I'm very happy for this union. I'm very happy to see how happy you are building the life you've always dreamed of. Elena, you're next.
Dear Gabi and Brandon, I love you and I wish you have a very good life.
We have some unsung heroes at this great event. So it was heartening for me to see the love of these two while I was standing up there being very staid, but to see that they were both sobbing before me. I was actually really cheered up by that. Thanks for everybody who's helped put this together. My mom, Marianne, offering her home for the wedding. But actually a lot to, well, of course, my sister for the cake, her sole job, and it was a fantastic cake. But also to Amanda Blewett, who was in charge of everything else and kept saying, well, no, they've got to have this, they've got to have that. And that was a wonderful thing. So thanks, Amanda, for all your work in helping this couple have a wonderful start to their life. And that's great. Our families, the Underwood side, we're super happy about this union. And we can see it's going to be a big success with these two bright, bright people. So congratulations to them, and here, and who's next?
I'm really happy for y'all, and with relationships, in my experience, I want to see you guys thrive. I want to see you guys do this forever, like keep the vow, you know, like live the dream. And to do that, you know, sometimes, because it's easy in the beginning, right? When like lust is still kind of like the guiding fun force, and there's like, you know, things are manageable. Down the road, like communication is what I encourage you guys. And sincerity, speak from the heart, you know. Just be clear with each other, be each other's best friends, be each other's guiding lights. And I know that you guys have a super bright future ahead of you. So I love you both dearly, and I just can't wait to see what's next for you guys. So congratulations.
Thank you so much, Michael.
Thank you.
It's a celebration.
I've known Brandon, this guy right here, for over 4 years now. And in that time, he's been a very good friend to me. Funny, loyal, generous, genuine, consistent, caring, and I've come to think of him as like somewhat of an older brother to me. One thing about Brandon is that he never turns his back on his friends or loved ones, no matter what. He will never give up. He's never given up on me or anyone he cares about. Once a friend, you're always seen that way in his eyes, even if others don't share the same sentiment. No matter how long you may go without seeing or speaking to him, when you do again, it's just as natural and easy as it always was. Brandon is a good friend and a good man. I know he will make a good husband too. I know he will treat his bride with the utmost respect, care for her, understand her, support her, provide for her, make her laugh, be there when she cries. He will be sweet and patient and kind. He loves Gabriella, so I love her too. Everyone is here because of that, and to celebrate their union. We wish them both nothing but success and happiness. But I know even through hard times, they will weather the storm together. Now let's raise a glass to the happy couple. May they find freedom and connection, family and independence, comfort and adventure, peace and excitement. And may they grow to be themselves and grow their love together. Congratulations. Cheers, everybody.
Let's celebrate. It's all right. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's all right, baby.
All right, I just want to say my congratulations to both of my friends right here, Brennan and Gabriella. These are two people that I love and respect a lot. Very smart people, very funny people. I love hanging out with both of these guys. They're so their dynamic is so I don't know, you just happy, you can feel it, there's so much chemistry, so much connection. I just love that. And so I want to say congratulations to both of you guys. Thank you for being good friends. Thank you for being so nice, so polite to me. I've always felt so welcome by both of you. And I just want to tell you how much I love you and appreciate you. Congratulations. Cheers.
I'm the grandmother of the bride, of the groom. And this was just interesting. We met Gabriella at Christmas time, a long time, 2 years ago, I think. It was in Sun Valley for Christmas, where it's a sort of winter resort, and got to know her then. We're so pleased because she was, first of all, she was very good looking and pretty. But then she was also very smart. Instantly, I discovered that she was. Then, I didn't know for sure if this relationship was going to continue on. And then it did, and we were so happy. And now, I want to tell you that being married in this yard or on these grounds, we have had one other couple do the same thing. When you are married or have a reception on this grounds, you stay that way forever. I want to say I know this because I have my daughter, Sean, here, who had a reception. And let's toast Sean for having been married for 44 years to a wonderful man. Like I say, you're here, you stay married.
Let's all celebrate and have a good time. We gon' celebrate.
Hi everybody. I've known Brandon for probably a little over 10 years. He's always been just there for me. I grew up, not having much, so I would always come over, stay the night with him. It was always fun. There was never a dull moment when we would hang out. Even today, I did not have a suit or anything like that. This is actually his that he let me wear for the wedding. And I've actually never met Gabriella. I only met her for like a brief 2 minutes because she was just looking for her earrings, and I was like, I'll go get those for you real quick, But I can tell she makes my friend very happy, and that's all that matters, man. Is just stay happy. You know what I mean? Congratulations, you two. And I look forward to more years,
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers.
Let's celebrate. It's all right.
Hi, I'm Valerie. I am Gabi's aunt. I am her father's sister. And all I want to say was that I myself I married and moved here when I was about her age. And it's been a wonderful adventure, but there are some lonely times when we miss our family. And so I want you both to know that I am just in Portland. It's a little closer. So if you ever need a little bit of Brazilian love, you can come to us in Portland. Love you. Good luck. All the best.
Hi everyone, my name is Catherine. I'm one of Gabby's bridesmaids and I met her about a year and a half ago. We lived like 2 doors down from each other and I remember my first impressions of her, we actually went shopping at the mall together, is that she was super sweet, a very genuine person, always very, very kind, and she really, really liked this one guy named Brennan. She always was talking about, oh, my boyfriend Brennan, he did this, he did that. And I'm just so, so happy to see that everything's worked out for you, Gabby, and I wish you all the best.
I was fake sleeping in your backseat. You were singing badly. We both know you had me. We were shifting seasons, taking back roads. Where did all the time go? Lost in the crescendo. You're the loudest thing in my head, and I'd fallen over again. Love you, silver and gold, a billion or broke. I know I won't let you go. High places or low, sun blazing or cold. I know I won't let you go. I was wading through all the memories, never was pretending, hope it's never ending. 'Cause I've got tattoos of your name now written on my brain. I'll never be the same. You're the loudest thing in my head, and I'll fall in over again.
One last quick one for me. I'm Brannon. You guys saw me get married a little while ago, so in case you forgot. And I just wanted to take a second. I only had proposed to Gabriella at the rehearsal dinner. We kind of had a proposal over the phone. She was still staying in LA. And so for those of you that missed that, it was really beautiful, I promise, and I'm sorry you guys missed that. And I just wanted to thank everybody for being here today. And I really wish that, I don't know how many of you are, like 1,000 are here, I don't know, but I really wish that you could have all been standing up there with us, because every single person that's here, I couldn't imagine not being here. They're so important, every single one of you, to Gabriella and to I. And I could not imagine having gotten through the day or being able to overcome everything we had to get through to get here without the support of every single person that's here now. So I love all of you. Thank you for being here. And I love Gabriela most of all. And she is the most lovely person in the world and is the only reason I'm able to stay so even all the time. I love you.
Yeah.
Hold me close and hold me fast. The magic spell you cast. This is La Vie en Rose. When you kiss me, heaven sighs, and though I close my eyes, I see La Vie en Rose. When you press me to your heart, and in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you speak, angels sing from above. Everyday void seems to turn into love song. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be La Vie en Rose.